Hey guys, Copper92 hopping on the front of this video right quick. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. At the time of recording this, it is May 11th. I end school within 2 days, graduate within a couple more days. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the scenes and everything out. However, I however, I still do want to put this out in some sort of capacity. I will come back to this one day and add visuals and everything, but some stuff here I think some people would appreciate to hear, would like to hear. What you're about to see is my own spin on a graduation speech, because I know good and well, or I knew good and well, that I wasn't going to be any sort of valedictorian for nothing. So if I can't do the speech, I'm going to hop on and do my own speech. I just wish I had more time to do the visuals and everything like that. But man, every time I want to get to something, it's like something's messed up with the scenes over here. Something got deleted. I don't have enough time. I'm like struggling for time and everything like that. It's like, all right, bro, I get it. When it comes to things like future message for future me, when it comes to things like deadlines, bro, give yourself enough time. Cause caramba, I really hit the ground running or jogging, whatever, trying to get the big bag video and then this one in. It's a whole lot, but I do think you guys will appreciate these words that I have to tell you. So put on some headphones or something like that. Play this in the background. I'm gonna have a singular scene go up with this. It'll be myself, and on the bottom some inspirations of mine, fictional or not, that drove me to do this type of work in the first place. And I don't know, I think you guys will enjoy it. So until next time, which I don't know when that will be, I'll be seeing y'all. Copper out. Welcome, teachers, students, staff, dippers, skippers, athletes, musicians, artists, vapors, weirdos, debaters, and everyday rage debaters of 2026. Today, I'm sure there are one of two things going through our heads. Either you're asking yourselves, just how did we get here? How are we in this spot after what seems like such a short time? And for others, you're wondering why you're up on a weekend dressed in a cap and gown, and why you're not sleeping or grabbing a bite to eat, in which I feel for you. I'm getting 2 burritos after this. Yeah, I know. But for the former, I agree with you. Just how did we get here? Take a second to think about that. What in these 4 years, or less if you're like that, did you do to get to this point? Some of you may be smiling at the achievements that you pulled off here. Some of you may never want to think about it again. For a small amount of you, you may need to scrub all traces of incriminating evidence via text and messages and clean out your closet before I snitch. I'll give you a minute. Okay, a minute's over. I know the cliche of these sorts of speeches is usually highlighting how we did such great things here and how we persevered and went through trials and tribulations to get where we are, working as a class to get to the tippity top of blah, blah, blah. I'll say it right now. No, we didn't. No, we did not. If I look at my GPA, I know it is nowhere near a 4, and if we did, then every one of your teachers will have nothing but nice things to say about each and every one of you. I know my psychology teacher probably does not. I know good and well I wasn't exactly a model student, even if I did take AP classes. A message for the future generation: the teachers in each one were amazing, but the work in the classes had me rethinking my life decisions. Don't do it. It's impossible for every one of however many million kids there are here to say they were in a classroom sitting, paying attention, asking questions, and getting straight A's. We're not like that. And before anyone asks, yes, there are 23 states that would fall to us if we wanted to. I have checked. But more than that, I know we all didn't just make it, because I didn't. Sure, I'm sitting here talking to all of you, but I didn't get here off the first run of enthusiasm I had coming into this. And I know many haven't either. I observe a lot. I can tell that not everyone has the same energy that we had coming into this, if anyone. In light of this, I want to share a revelation that I had maybe about a year ago. High school is one of the hardest things to go through, regardless of gender, race, personality, or height. It is confusing, scary, weird. Schedules, responsibilities, hygiene, which some of you still need to get the hang of. Exams, grades, sports, concerts, employment, for those of us that don't cower at a job application. Maybe you're like me, and you had to move one of these years and go to a completely different school with a new environment, new people. I know we all had to deal with some sort of drama. I refuse to believe that there's not one person in here that didn't have to go through some sort of friend, partner, teacher, coach, or even teammate drama during these 4 years. Because if you didn't, then either you have Ned Flanders energy or we need to watch out for you. For some of you, high school may have been just a short chapter, a blur in your life, something to get over and done with from day to day. For others, these past 4 years carry enough lore to where even Pat himself couldn't sift through it all, and that's okay. We may not exactly have made it all the same way as the next person did, but we're here regardless, and that's something, you know? But I can speak for some of us, not all, but some, is that we had a moment where we broke. We all had a moment of weakness where we just could not take any of it anymore. It could have been just one day, small and insignificant, or huge and world-shattering. There was at least one day where the skies went dark, lightning struck, rocks started floating, and you were about ready to scream. Hell, I did, multiple times. I say some because there are those who weather storms better than others, but that doesn't mean we all are. And that doesn't mean that we weren't hit in one way or another. The three things in this world that are known not to be kind are nature, time, and death. And, of course, the fourth secret one being Arby's, but that's besides the point. For those who can relate, I want you to let all that sink in for today. Remind yourself of those lows, those days where you could not work to save your life that weren't a result of senioritis. Those days where it would have felt better to give up in your head. Those days where nothing seemed worth it. Now, for each one of those moments that you can remember, I want you to remember a good moment to combat it. Something that you can smile or laugh at. It could be a memory of a friend, an event, that one brawl that happened in your school that everybody will talk about. Just something that can make you happy. It can be big, it can be small, just something. If you can do that and have a good moment to match every bad moment, or even more good moments, then high school couldn't have been all that bad, right? And if you can't do that, take heart. Your life is more than those 4 years, and you're finally rid of them. You're finally rid of that hardship, of that chapter of your life is gone. Don't beat yourself up over the things that you did beforehand. Real quick, look up. Go on, do it. I promise this has a purpose. All right, now look down. Look up. Look down. Okay, we're good. Corey will be proud. Now, before you ask me what comes next after this, don't. One, I already told you in the beginning of this, but on a more literal level, I don't know what's coming next. For anyone. Not myself, not my friends, not my enemies. Sure, there's the obvious paths. College, work, trapping, social media, couch potato, traveling, military, all that. But man, I'd be surprised if 60% of us took to those paths. The world right now is in a weird spot where the slightest thing can release the floodgates upon all of us. Because, of course, the minute we get out of here, the planet Earth wants to rev up, right? But try not to trip too hard over it. The minute everyone does, then we only make things worse. Now, if you're like that, do something to change it. That doesn't mean just start going in and treating this world like the purge, but do some change. Just be smart about it. If you don't know where your path is going to lead you after you leave these seats, that's completely fine. I am still coming to terms with the fact that once I'm out of here for good, things will be okay. Things will be fine. You just have to trust in yourself. Trust in the process of life. Sure, it's weird, it's crazy, it's rough, it's all these different things, but if you believe things will be okay at the end of the day, then they will be okay. Now, that doesn't mean sit on your butt and wait for gold to come at you, but if you put in some type of work, if you believe that things will get better one day, then they will get better one day. You just need a little bit of hope, a little bit of faith, a little bit of work. Mix that all in a bowl, and your life can be something great. But of course, above all things, take the rest of your life one day at a time. Live a life you will be proud of once you get to sitting on that porch chair. Because once time's up, time's up. There is no going back. So live a life that you want to live. That doesn't mean that you have to hit the ground running right now. But plan for it. Have that goal in your mind. Where do you want to be at this point? And don't look back. Again, I know the cliche usually is think back to these moments and everything. You don't got to do that. Not necessarily. The important parts, yes. But whatever mascot you repped in freshman year isn't going to tell you whether or not you can persevere through the rest of your life. It's the stuff that you do now. It's the character that you built for years and years and years and years. Not the locations that you went to, not the people around you. It's yourself. And if you have faith in yourself, then you'll have a good life. But that can only happen if you live it with no regrets. A wise kid once said, "Don't just sit there and waste your precious time. When you want to do something, do it right away. Do it when you can. It's the only way to live life without regrets." And what better way to live up to that than to wipe clean of this previous chapter of your life and move forward in the next one.